In terms of the numbers, in the first half of 2024, the increment in government bonds reached $1 trillion compared to $467 billion in the same period last year. This is an astonishing 129% increase. The share of government bonds in total new financing shot up to 33.5%. This also means that 1/3 of all the growth in financing in the entire financial system is supported by government debt. Please note, the figures in this table are increment data. They are not the absolute totals of bonds issued, so they do not include the part where new debt is issued to repay old debt. In fact, in the first half of this year, the total issuance of Chinese government bonds was $1.89 trillion. If you subtract the $1 trillion in financing increments, the part used to repay old debt was $890 billion. 8 months ago, a Chinese economist did a program analyzing the scale of local government bond issuance over the years and their maturity dates to estimate the death deadline for China's financial system. The conclusion was, if most of the new government bonds are purchased by the central bank, the entire financial system can at most last until the first quarter of 2027. But now, with the CCP's reckless approach, removing all disciplinary limits, encouraging local governments to issue bonds widely, and allowing all kinds of financial institutions to use any funds they can to buy any government bonds they want, this will greatly speed up the arrival of that deadline. Some economists predict that at most it can hold on until the first quarter of 2026, when the entire Chinese financial system will completely lose liquidity, and even banks will face a brutal situation of cash flow breaking. In fact, in 2013, China already had a money shortage crisis. It was only because at that time the real economy had not yet collapsed that it could be saved. But when the second money shortage crisis hits because of this wave of reckless actions, it will be impossible to save.